Before you can become an electronics technician, you need to understand the language of electricity. Just like a doctor must know the anatomy of the human body before treating patients, a technician must understand the anatomy of electrical systems. These basic concepts are not only theory. They're the foundation of everything you will build or repair. Now let's begin with three fundamental ideas: voltage, current, and resistance. Voltage can be imagined as electrical pressure. Imagine water stored in a tank high above the ground. The higher the tank, the greater the pressure that pushes water down through the pipes. Voltage works the same way. It is the force that pushes electric charges through a circuit. We measure it in volts, using the symbol V. A battery labeled 9V means it can provide 9 volts of pressure to move electrons through a circuit. Current is the flow of electricity. If voltage is the pressure, current is the actual movement of water through the pipe. It is measured in amperes or amps with a symbol A. The more current, the more electrons are moving. A small LED light might only use a few milliamps, while a refrigerator motor might require several amps. Resistance is what slows down the flow of current. Think of it like the narrowness of a pipe. If the pipe is thin, water flows more slowly. In electronics, resistors are components designed to control current. Resistance is measured in ohms, symbolized by the Greek letter omega, omega. Every circuit has resistance, whether from wires, components, or special resistors. Now, here is one of the most important relationships in electronics: Ohm's law. It is the equation that connects voltage, current, and resistance. Ohm's law says voltage equals current multiplied by resistance, or written simply V equals I times R. This means if you know any two of these values, you can calculate the third. For example, if a circuit has a resistance of 10 ohms and a current of 2 amps flows, the voltage must be 20 volts. Ohm's law is like the alphabet of electronics. You will use it again and again. Next, let's talk about power. Power is the rate at which energy is used. It is measured in watts, symbolized by W. The formula is tongue sticking out equals V times I. In other words, power is voltage multiplied by current. A small LED lamp may use only 1 watt, while a microwave oven may require 1,000 watts or more. Knowing power is important because it helps you choose the right components and avoid overheating or overloading circuits. Once you understand these basic concepts, you can begin to see the invisible world of electricity. Every time you look at a device, you can ask, what is the voltage here? How much current is flowing? What resistance controls the path? How much power is being consumed? These questions transform a mysterious circuit board into something logical, almost like solving a puzzle. But electricity has different forms too. The two main types are direct current, DC, and alternating current, AC. DC, where direct current flows in one direction only. Batteries and solar panels provide DC power. Most electronic circuits, like radios, phones, or computers, run on DC to AC, or alternating current, changes direction back and forth many times per second. This is the type of electricity that comes from the wall outlets in your home. In most countries, it changes direction 50 or 60 times per second, a rate called frequency, measured in hertz, Hz. AC is used for power distribution because it is more efficient for sending electricity over long distances. An electronics technician must be familiar with both. When you work with small devices, you mostly deal with DC. But when repairing appliances, you must also understand AC, since it powers motors, compressors, and household machines. Another key idea is the circuit. A circuit is simply a complete path that electricity can flow through. Imagine a loop of pipe filled with water. If the loop is unbroken, water can move around continuously. If there is a break, the flow stops. Similarly, electricity needs a closed path from the power source through wires and components and back to the source. Switches, for example, are devices that open or close this path, turning the flow of electricity off or on. Understanding circuits is essential. Even the most complex devices are just combinations of smaller circuits working together. Start simple: a battery, a switch, a resistor, and a light bulb. This small loop is the foundation of every electronic system. Finally, Remember that while electricity is fascinating, it can also be dangerous. Even at relatively low voltages, shocks can be unpleasant. At high voltages, they can be fatal. Always respect electricity. Learn to check voltage before touching anything. Use insulated tools and follow safety rules at all times. We will cover safety in more detail later, but it is important to start with the right mindset from the very beginning. To summarize, voltage is pressure, current is flow, resistance is opposition, and power is the work being done. DC flows in one direction, AC flows back and forth. Circuits are paths that allow electricity to move. These are the basic concepts you must understand before moving forward. Once you see electricity in this way, you will notice that electronics is not magic at all. It is a system of logical rules, just like mathematics. And once you master these basics, you are ready to explore the tools and components that bring electronics to life.